Hi guys, it's Inspirational Nails, and I'm here to do a review for you guys for these awesome plates from a company called Dixie Plates. Now, Dixie Plates, the company is owned by a woman named Kate, and she is out of Australia, and she's been out, I would say, about a year now, if not close to a year, since she has released from her first plate. And I have been watching her. I've been watching the plates, and I have seen so many amazing manicures done out of her plates that she has released. Now, she has been so kind enough to send me these plates to review for you guys, and the plate that I'm actually going to be reviewing is her most recent release, which is DB10. So I will be putting her link down below, and as you can see, this is the website, www.Dixiegirlxox.com. So I will be leaving the link down below in the description box. And what's really nice, she is a nail tech, and she does have like a bio on there of herself, and she sells not only plates, but she also has stampers. She also has like nail art. She has these amazing foils that I want to try as well. And she just has some really gorgeous plates that I will tell you that she does put out some limited edition plates. I'm kind of so disappointed that I did not pick up the Halloween one, and I was so disappointed because I really regret not getting it. But anyways, with that being said, she did send me these lovely plates to review for you guys, and again, I'm going to focus on the Dixie plate number 10, and that's this one here. I already took the blue film off, but just so that you can see, it does have a blue film on it that you would have to take off. And in the back, it has her logo all over it. And you know what's really neat, I love her, it's almost like a, you know, I don't think she's a fairy, but yeah, she's not, but it's just a girl. And what's neat about it is she has her first plate, DP1, is actually of this image right here. It's just the size of the plate and has all these different types of patterns all over it. So it's really neat. I love her logo and kind of how she puts it all together. So she really takes very pride in her plates and kind of her images. So I really do appreciate that. So these plates I will be doing in another video, but for this video I am going to focus on plate number 10, which is her newest release. And she sent them in this like little baggie that is pink and white stripes, which is so cute. And it does come very well packaged. So, and again, this is her card, and these are her different social medias, her YouTube, her Instagram, and Facebook. Okay, so here is the plate. So what I want to do is I just want to get close up so that you can see these gorgeous images. Now, this is the first row. This is the second row. This is the third row. And what's neat about a couple of these images is that you can layer them on top of each other. Like here you have that branch, and then you have the flowers. You can actually put this on top of it, which is really nice. You also have kind of like this distorted image here, that the background is kind of the same image but just a little distorted. You have this beautiful roses here. And I love this because, you know, you have the whole hype with Beauty and the Beast going on right now because of the movie. You could definitely probably single out this one rose here, or any of the roses really, and use them on a mani. You have these other images here. Now, in this one here, because I love butterflies, I would actually pair up like this one here, which is like the wings, with this one over it. I think that would be really pretty. If you use two colors that you could really get to see those, I guess the wings through the butterflies, these openings here. And then down at the bottom, oh my god, I am a huge butterfly fan, and I absolutely love these butterflies. They're so gorgeous, okay? the images are absolutely stunning, and they're very big, and I love that. I love that you can really play with these. And the reason why I tell you that is that her images are bigger than even kind of some other plates that have large images, and I'm going to show you to compare so that you can see what I'm talking about. This is just a Moyu London, and this is the large images for the steampunk collection. So I want to put these side by side so that you can see the difference. And you can clearly see that the Dixie plates images are much larger, okay? Get it so you can see it closer, okay? So one thing about these Dixie plates that's really nice is that if you have either on yourself or your clients have much wider nail beds, or they have very long nails, sometimes it's very hard, even with the large images, to really cover the whole nail, especially if you just want to stamp one time. It just makes life much easier and quicker when you don't have to stamp on your nails 4 or 5 times just to get a good image. Or if you have to do a decal because you want it to look on your nail flawless, and you don't want to have to stamp on your nails and it'll come out crooked or whatever the case may be. So it is nice that you have these more bigger images for people who do have much wider and longer nail beds. Now, even if you have small nails, that your nail beds are not very wide. For me, I have very curvy nails, so I always have challenges no matter what plate I use, because I really have to focus on trying to get the images basically across my entire nail, where it doesn't give gaps, okay, because my nails are so curvy. So with this type of images, one thing that is really nice is that you can shrink these images. Now she has a shrink stamper that she has on her site, and I'm going to use mine's because I do not have her shrink stamper. So this one here is mine's, and it's basically looks the same, at least from what I see in the pictures, or close enough to it. If I'm not mistaken, I think the bezel that she has is silver, and I think from what I see, it has the logo on the rim here, but again, this is mine's, so I'm not comparing it. I'm just going to use it so that you have an idea on how to use the shrink stamper. Okay, I have other stampers here because when you're using, especially when it's a new plate, and some of the images are more delicate than others, you do have to play around with the images with stampers, because sometimes you do not have to stamp too hard, because you might not be able to pick up the image, especially it might distort a little bit, or it might not pick up the image at all. Sometimes you just really have to have different stampers that you can really play around with. So I have different ones here. I have my clear jelly stamper. This one's from Captions. I have my Messy Mansion stamper. I also have my marshmallowy stamper, and it's very sticky. Okay, now with certain stampers, you only have to stamp really lightly in order to pick up the image. And this is what I call the gentle pass. And the reason is that because of the way the image is etched, you might have to pick it up with a gentle pass, okay? So there might be some images that you have to do that with. Now, the other thing that I have that I want to show you that sometimes really does make a difference when you're picking up images, especially when you have images that have very in-depth openings, okay? Like this one here, you have very deep openings in these areas where the best scraper that I feel is best for these type of images is a more hard card. Why? Because when you put the polish onto the image, it kind of floats on top, because it doesn't give like the more flexible card, and this is my go-to. I use this card, I beat this card up. It is my favorite go-to card, which is from Bundle Monster, which I've had forever, and I have a few of these. I don't know why I haven't changed it. I just keep using this one. But anyways, so anyways, when you are scraping the image, you do need the more flexible the card is, the better the polish is going to go into those grooves. I do find that holding the card in the long and having this as being your scraper versus the side part, I just feel I have more control of the card when I'm trying to push the polish in. That's just how I use the card. Sometimes I might use it this way for some reasons, but most of the time it's always this way because I just have a better handle on the card. And the same thing with the harder cards. You just need to find which side works best for you and what works better when it comes to the image itself when you're trying to scrape the polish off of the image before you go and stamp it. So with a lot of these images, look, just like the butterfly image, I would definitely use the hard card so that I can get that polish into the area. Now, when you're working with the polishes, now this is the black that I'm going to be using, and it's by Funky Fingers, and this is a regular polish. It's not a stamping polish. Versus my white that I'm going to be using is from Mundo de Uñas, which is a stamping polish. Now, when you're using regular versus stamping polishes, there are differences. One, like Mundo de Uñas, you only need to use a tiny bit and it goes a long way. And you don't need to work as fast. You know, my Mundo de Uñas polishes, that's why I love them so much, because I really can play around with the image. I have time. I have time to pick up the image before it fully dries. With regular nail polishes, you don't usually have time. You need to work very quickly. So more quickly than norm, okay? Because even with stamping polishes, you still need to generally work pretty quick. But with regular stamping, even more so. And also, when you have these, especially images that have wide, you know, more where it's going to take more polish, you need to put more polish on the image. You can't, you know, put a little bit because you want to, you know, maybe conserve the polish. You know, sometimes you do have to put a lot of polish in order to really capture all of that image so that you can have a good pickup on the image itself. So those are kind of a little bit of tips that I can give you. I hope that my tips will help you. You know, again, stamping is about just practicing and finding your own techniques. I am always, I mean, I've been stamping for quite some time, and I'm still, you know, finding better ways depending on the type of plates I have, and the more plates I get, as things start to evolve more with plates, and also different type of material plates, because now you have companies that are coming out with acrylic plates, plastic plates, all of that stuff. So, you know, you just have to keep practicing and find what works for you. One of the other things that I will tell you is that to make sure that you are working on a flat surface. It makes a big difference. I find that it is best for me to work on a completely flat surface. I even have a hard time if I'm using certain plates, depending on the type of plate that it is. Maybe the images are not too etched very well, like my plates that come from China, that, you know, are not from a brand. They are sometimes very hard to pick up, and if I put them on top of even my mats, just because it has that cushion on some of my mats, especially my Uber Chic, because the Uber Chic mat is thicker, it sometimes doesn't pick up the images. Once I put it on a flat surface, the image picks up just fine. So again, that's another tip that I can give you. Really try to work on a completely flat surface. Sometimes people put napkins underneath, and just by lifting it off just a tad, or, you know, not having it fully leveled, will cause maybe some issues when it comes to picking up the image. If you don't have issues picking up the image, then you're good. But some people, depending on how they stamp, I am heavy-handed, I will tell you. So when it's the stamp, when I have to stamp gently, you know, grace with pass, you know, when you're picking up the image, it is hard for me because I am definitely a much more harder stamper, where I put a lot of pressure down when I try to pick up the image. So again, these are just things for you guys to know. So let's get into this because I don't want to keep talking too much like I always do anyways. So I had to switch cameras, so I apologize if it doesn't look the same, but my other camera died, so we have to start filming on this one. So what I'm going to do is the first image that I'm going to start off with is this one right here. And I'm going to use this blue, it's like a blurple, I guess you could say. It's absolutely gorgeous. Has like those holographic flakes in it. It's just really pretty. And I'm going to stamp with my white. So again, for this one here, you want to make sure you use a hard card. Okay. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, and I also stamped it on, I'm going to go ahead and put some top coat on it so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so here are the two of the same image. The only thing is that this one here, I stamped it on a neon orange base and I used black stamping polish. And then on this one is that blue sparkly base with white stamping on it. And it did different parts of the image, so look how pretty that looks. So pretty. Okay, so for the next one that I'm going to do is this one right here. I think this one is gorgeous. I mean, it is absolutely breathtaking, this image right here. So for this one, I am going to stamp it with white as well, and I'm going to stamp it on top of this like sparkly teal color. Okay, and for this, I'm probably going to use my hard card as well. Okay. Oh my gosh, look how that picked up. Look at that. Oh my god, so pretty. Okay, I'm going to top coat this. Okay, so here are the two that I stamped of the same image side by side. This one here, that's the more mintier one, is kind of matte because it just has black with a matte finish on top. I absolutely love this look. It is absolutely gorgeous. I might be doing that one on my nails soon. And then this one is just that glittery, gorgeous base with white stamping on top. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, so for the next one, I'm gonna utilize is the layering these two on top of each other, and I'm gonna go in with the black for the branches. Okay. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna use this green one here, and I'm just going to push. And there is, you can always, like, if you don't get enough on your nails that you want, like if you want more branches, just keep stamping the same image, what you have left on the stamper, because you definitely, you know, it's very organic. You can't go wrong. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the flowers using the white. And again, for me, it doesn't need to lay perfect, the flowers, because because no matter any which way you stamp it, it's going to look gorgeous. So I'm just going to, right there. Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, let me top coat this. Okay, so here is, I did 3 of these. Oh my god, I love playing with this one. The first one is, of course, that one I just did. The second one, oh, is just absolutely gorgeous. This kind of, I wouldn't say it's a mint green. It's not. It's just this beautiful green color with these white flowers. It just looks actually stunning. And then the last one that's on that sparkly blue polish, I actually double stamped it, and I kept it I wanted it very subtle. It just came out absolutely beautiful. It almost looks like the flowers are in water. It came out so beautiful. Love this. Love this. How you can stamp these on top of each other, and no matter which way you do it, it's not going to go wrong. It's just not going to look wrong. Okay, so for this next one, I'm going to be utilizing these butterflies down here. I'm actually going to try to grab these 2 right here. I'm going to use my marshmallow stamper for this one, and my black funky fingers. So, let me just clean off my scraper here. I don't know, I just want to kind of try to see what comes out of. Wow, look at that. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to remove what I don't want. Okay. And I'm going to figure out what I'm going to pull here. And then I'm just going to squish. Make sure I just roll off the image. Oh, look how beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, let me top coat this. Okay, so here are the butterflies. That first one is the one I just did. The second one is 2 butterflies, one on top of the other. The first one is white, and then on top I stamped it with a like silver foil. It's okay. I really wanted to be able to see more of the butterfly on top, but it still looks beautiful. And then on that last one, on that purple one, it's gorgeous. I just stamped it singly. Now I did this one here, I did shrink it on the shrink stamper, which I'm going to show you how you can do that by shrinking the image. And I just find that these butterflies are so gorgeous because you can definitely do so much with them. I would love to kind of put like little Swarovski crystals on, you know, the little areas where the little circles are. I mean, you could do so much with this. You can really do some more 3D with either gel on top of it. I mean, it's so versatile. It's so much fun. I love these butterflies. Okay, so here's the butterfly that we're going to shrink, and here's my shrink stampers as I showed you earlier. And I'm going to use my Mundo de Uñas. Okay, and it's gonna look at that. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Okay, so just again remove what you don't want. Oh boy, I just pulled off some of the wing on the edge there, but it's okay. We're still gonna do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull off the stamper. Okay, and then you see how much it shrinks. I don't know if I can put it next to this here, the plates, so you have a better idea. I know the image is dirty, but you see that? It shrinked it a lot. So now I'm going to take my pop stick. Okay, and then I'm just going to, I want to try to get as much of the image as I possibly can. All right. Having that side, you know, going along the side with it is just so nice because you can really get a lot of image. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to top coat this and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's that other purple one. I just did, I realized that I didn't put a top coat on it, but you could see I used the same exact butterfly, but I use them in different directions. That's just kind of to give you an idea. And as I said, I shrinked both of the images. Okay. Okay, so for the next one is I'm going to utilize this image right here. It's absolutely stunning. Oh my god, I just really, these images are really beautiful. Okay. Wow, look at that. Okay, and I'm going to go in with my black pop stick here. Wow. That is gorgeous. Let me top coat it. Okay, so here are the two. The one that I did with the black and white, and then the one next to it is a like an iridescent type of base, and it's matte on top with black stamping. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I love the black and white, but if you want to take this one to just a little bit more, where you want to add a little bit of color, if you take like a really light type of a pink jelly here, you can just kind of gently go in the middle here, just to kind of throw just some color. And just that simple, you can just take it to, you know, make it look completely different. So again, you know, there's so much versatility that you can do just playing around. And again, it's just a really like jelly-like polish. So pretty. Okay, so for this next one, I'm going to utilize these beautiful flowers that kind of have that whole Beauty and the Beast type of feel. And I'm going to go in with my black. Okay, I'm going to pick up the image. Look at that. Now again, if you wanted to kind of single out that rose, you just have to gently, the best thing to use is tape, and of course I can't find my tape, so I'm going to use my roller. I shouldn't do this with my roller because I know I'm going to probably grab more of what I don't want, but it's okay. We're going to go for it. Okay, so you just remove everything that you don't want, and sometimes I use my finger. Now here I want these little leaves. Okay, and here. Okay, actually I like that look. It looks like the, you know, like those beautiful petals. They're not petals, they're, but they kind of look. And then here I'm just kind of gonna move that. Okay, so once you have what you want, I'm just gonna remove that there. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my pop stick here, and I'm going to smush it in there. Oh, look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Okay, and now, of course, if you want to go ahead and take it to the next level, I'll show you what I did. Okay, so as you see, all I did was color the rose in, and I just used this one here by Art Deco from the Dollar Tree. It's red glitter, I think it's called. Yeah, very original. Red glitter. And you can also stamp it and just color the rose and leave other roses on there. The last one that I did was on a glittery red base, and I stamped it in black first and then white on top, just to give you some other ideas that you can do it just with this one image. Okay, and then the last one I'm going to do is this gorgeous, these, they look to me like, oh, I can't think right now, orchids, but I'm not 100% sure, but they are absolutely beautiful. Sorry for the acetone on there. Let me just make sure that the image is really clean. And this is a really, again, this image is very, it just looks so fragile, this image. Okay, I'm going to pick it up with my sticky stamper with it, just to kind of see how it picks up. I'm going to use my black here. Okay, I'm going to use my hard scraper. Okay, and then I'm going to do the gentle pass, is what I call it. Okay, now you see, it did have trouble picking up the image. That doesn't mean that the image, there's anything wrong with it. You just have to know how to pick it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the plate this way, and actually I'm going to swipe down, because sometimes, well, sorry, need to clean it. Okay, and then I'm going to go again. This time I'm going to swipe down on the image. Okay, and I'm going to go in with a gentle pass, and look at that. That's just to show you, and it's picked up amazing. Look at that. So sometimes, depending on how you pick up the image, and if you actually pick up the image too hard, it might not pick up the image. So that is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so for this one here, I'm going to stamp it on this one. Okay, I want to try to get right here. Okay, and again, I'm just pushing in. Ah! Of course, it didn't want to stamp, right? Because I let it dry. Ah! Okay, well, what can you do? Yep, and now it's no longer sticky. All right, I'm going to try this again. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this image again. This time I'm going to use my white Mundo de Uñas. Okay, and my hard scraper. I'm going to use my Messy Mansion stamper. Look at that. Okay, and then I'm going to do a black pop stick here. Oh wow, look at this. This is on a like a sugar base. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Let me top coat it. Okay, so here are the three. That first one with the matte. The second one I re-stamped it, and that third one I used again the sugar, and I stamped it with white first, and then I just kind of put that pink to it just to kind of give that little pink touch to it. I think it came out absolutely gorgeous. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got some good information out of it. And until next one, bye guys!